It needs to.
Good morning. We're going to call the Committee on Public Service to order now. Roll call, please.
Commissioner Varga has asked to be excused. Commissioner Palomero.
Here?
Commissioner Hattis.
Present.
Commissioner Dahl.
Here.
Commissioner Baydun.
Here.
Commissioner Ware.
Present.
Commissioner Marecki has requested to be excused.
Next item, please.
Approval of the September 24th, 2019 meeting minutes.
So moved. Support.
Moved and supported. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passed. Next item, please.
Chairwoman's remarks.
No remarks.
Unfinished business.
I don't think we have any.
There is no unfinished business.
Okay.
First item, E1, an intergovernmental agreement between the Township of Sumter in the amount of $10,888 for improvements to Benetay and Graham Parks.
So move.
Support.
So any discussion?
It's in my district.
I know, I
Move it,
see
do.
that.
Okay.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passed. Next item, please. Yes, thank you.
Requesting Commissioner approval of an intergovernmental agreement with the City of Hamtramck not to exceed $50,000 for improvements to Sarah Garrett Memorial Park.
So moved.
Support.
Discussion? Oh, wonderful. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passed. Next item, please.
Requesting Commission approval of a contract with Ajax Paving Industries not to exceed $2,191,000, I'm sorry, for road improvements on work on .75 miles of 7 Mile Road West Road from West Outer Drive to Wyoming Avenue in Detroit.
Okay. It's a combination of two districts. It's been moved and supported. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Anybody opposed? Very good. Motion passed. Next item, please.
Requesting Commission approval of a cooperative agreement with Bandit Industries in the amount of $236,047 to purchase 2 Bandit wood chippers.
Wood chippers.
So move. Those badly needed.
Badly needed. Okay. We have a motion. Support. And supported. Discussion? No discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Hearing none, motion passed. Next item.
Requesting Commission approval of a 3-year contract with Gotch and Sons Towings for not to exceed $400,000 for towing services for the Department of Public Services.
Discussion, motion?
Move for approval.
Support.
Okay, any discussion? Okay. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Next, motion passed. Next item, please.
Requesting Commission approval of a 2-year firm fixed contract with Truck and Trailer Specialties to purchase snowplow blades for the Department of Public Services.
Support.
Moved and supported. Discussion? Hearing none. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Next item, motion passed. Next item, please.
Requesting Commission approval of a 2-year contract with 1-year option to renew with Walk Manufacturing Company for snowplow blades for the Department of Public Services.
Support.
Moved and supported. Any discussion? Hearing none. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passed. Next item, please.
Requesting Commission approval of a cooperative agreement with AIS Construction Equipment Corporation to purchase 2 hydraulic excavators for the Department of Public Services.
Move for approval.
Support.
Moved and supported, discussion. Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passed. Next item.
Requesting Commission approval for revised resolution 2018-375 with Lakeshore Signs and Safety Equipment.
Move for approval. We know we need to make sure those signs are clear and well printed.
Support.
Moved and supported, discussion. Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passed. Next item.
Requesting Commission approval of modification 1 to a 2-year sole service contract with
Move.
Lakeshore Signs and Safety Equipment.
Move for approval.
Support.
Discussion. I'm sorry, it's just a minute.
Item 9 was a previous error, so we're correcting it through a resolution. I'm not sure what that is.
We're not approving our amount, right? We're just doing a correction. Okay. So, the analyst just want me to point out, and I think everybody know on item 9 that we're not approving the amount. We just did a correction to the resolution. Okay. Thank you, Julie. All right. So back to 10. Any discussion on item 10? Anything I need to know for 10? Okay.
No.
Was it moved? Okay.
No. No, it was not.
Okay. I need a motion for 10.
So move.
Support.
Okay, moved and supported. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passed. Next item, please.
Requesting Commission approval of a retroactive amendment number 5 to a 2-year grant agreement with Michigan Department of Natural Resources.
So moved.
Support?
Okay, moved and supported. Discussion? Hearing none. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed?
The commissioner who opposed retroactive is absent.
Oh, let's hurry up then. I see. Okay, well, it's moved and supported, and I'm not hearing any, so next item, please.
Requesting Commission approval of modification number 1 to a 1-year contract with a 1-year option to renew with Cadillac Asphalt.
So move.
Support?
Moved and supported, any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Hearing none, motion passed. Next item, please.
Requesting Commission approval of an amendment to a concession agreement with Detroit SMSA Tower Holdings.
Move approval.
Support.
Support, discussion. Commissioner Don?
Thank you, Madam Chair.
And can someone come to the table? We're on item 13. Thank you.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Is this already on? Or
Your name?
do I need- It's on already? Okay. Raynard Jones, Assistant Corporation Counsel, assigned to the Department of Public Services.
Okay, thank you. Okay, Commissioner Dodd?
Thank you, Madam Chair. So we have 2 questions in our packet that were not answered. What is the one-time fee for the $20,000? I understand it's for the, to extend the contract, but what are we using that money for?
Oh, so I don't have the
I
answer
don't know
to
if
that
that's a
question.
question for you or maybe.
Elizabeth Isler, Chief of Planning, Wayne County Parks. I requested that from Alicia. Sorry, she just let me know. It's improvements to Nankin Mills is what we use it for. Renovations for the lobby. We've used it to paint the mill, doing HVAC upgrades and new signage. So it's kind of focused on Nankin Mills, the administrative center.
Okay, and then revenues for the initial 5-year term of the agreement were earmarked for improvements at Nankin Mills. Where have the revenues been directed since that initial term?
I guess that's what it's been earmarked for now. I guess it's been in effect since '84. I'm not.
94.
94.
94.
Oh, 94. I'm not sure. We can find out though. What
Okay,
was,
so
do you
we
want to
don't-
know what it was previously used for?
Right, so, I think the initial 5-year term of the agreement, we were using that money for Nankin Mills, but we don't know where we used that money after the first 5 years, up until now.
You want to
I
join
think,
us?
okay, Michelle's telling me, it's, the intent is just to continuously use it for the Nankin Mills campus in the facility. There's a number of improvement projects that we have slated for that area.
Okay. Okay, thank you.
Sure.
Any additional discussion? Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passed. Next item.
Thank you.
Item number 14, requesting commission approval
Thank
of
you.
modification number 2 to an agreement with Persani and Persani LLC.
So move.
Support.
Moved and supported, discussion. Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passed. Next item, please.
Item 15, requesting commission approval of a contract with EC Cornell Company.
So moved.
Move approval.
Support.
Moved and supported, discussion. Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passed. Okay, the next item, which I had an email on the next item, but go ahead.
Item number 16, requesting the commission approval of a cooperative purchase contract with Carlton Equipment Company has,
So on item number 16, have a seat, Michelle. The department asked us to withdraw item number 16, so just briefly tell us, after you give us your name for the record, what's going on with 16? Will we see it again, or?
Yes. Good morning, Commissioners. Michelle Yancey, Department of Public Service. We were requested by purchasing to pull this contract at the time. We will be resubmitting it once we get authorization from purchasing. So it was a discrepancy with the co-op and the actual vendor that we were made unaware of until now.
All right, any questions? All right, thank you, Michelle.
You're welcome.
Next item, please.
item 17, requesting commission approval of a 3-year contract with Linden Oil.
So moved.
Support.
Moved and supported, any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Next item, please. Motion passed. Next item, please.
Item 18, requesting commission approval of a 3-year contract with 1-year option to renew with Wolverine Oil and Supply Company.
Move approval.
Support.
Discussion? Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Hearing none. Motion passed. Next item.
Item 19, requesting commission approval of a 2-year construction contract with Scodella Construction.
So move.
Support.
Moved and supported. Discussion? Hearing none. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passed. Next item, please.
Item number 20, requesting commission approval of modification 1 to a 2-year contract with 1-year option to renew with Environmental Consultants and Technology.
Okay, please note on item number 20, some additional information came to us this morning. So is there any discussion? Do you have it, Vice Chair Bellamy? Did you receive it?
Yes.
Okay.
Move approval.
Support.
Okay, moved and supported. Discussion? Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passed. Next item.
Item E, such other matters as may be properly submitted before the committee.
We do have one. This morning, when I was coming in for committee, Michelle said, "Oh, we're not gonna be here long." So I think I'll call all the departments up to the table and get a report. How you like that, Michelle? Okay, thank you. Next item, please.
Public comments.
Any public comment? Oh, I'm sorry. Did you have
Yeah, I have.
such other matter?
Yeah.
Please.
Thank you. I wanted to ask somebody from Parks maybe, or DPS, about the Fishway project in Dearborn. I know we had an issue there. The work has not restarted. Can somebody elaborate what's going on with that? That's my jogging trail every day, so I see it every day.
Good morning.
Good morning.
DPS, Environmental Services Division. Yeah, we are negotiating with the contractor to make the restoration.
Oh, I'm sorry. Should I start over?
No, it's okay.
We're negotiating with the contractor to get the restoration work performed. We're, as well as, communicating with the EPA on the additional funds we'll be needing to spend on that project within the overall grant. So I would anticipate, we have a tolling agreement with the contractor as well, which we just extended until early November. So I expect that we will have things settled within this month, and we'll get started on the work before the end of the year, and preferably as soon as possible.
My understanding is that the contractor has not been fully paid, which is good. We still owe him money, and we have a bond, obviously, right?
Yes.
Because there's a lot of soil erosion there and a lot of dead trees. And I've been hearing it from members in the community, how can somebody do this and, get away with it? I said, just be patient, the county's on top of it.
We are working through all of the details, and, we are close to a settlement, so it will get restored to, the design, and that should happen within, before what are we, basically early next summer, it should be completed.
Do you know, this is a question I get asked a lot, I'm not sure what the answer is. When you cross that bridge that they installed to walk all the way to the, to the Fishway,
Yes.
that's dirt road right now. Is that going to be gravel? Is it going to be grass? Do you have any idea? Obviously, no vehicles are allowed to cross over, but a lot of the bikers are asking me, what's going to happen here? Is it going to stay like this? Are they going to put sod? Are they going to, is it going to be like pea gravel?
It will, the gravel, it is intended to be a maintenance access, so there will be a base, for vehicles, if need be, to travel back there. And the bridge is, large enough for small equipment to get across. But it will be basically allowed to naturalize, in essence, so I envision it'd be kind of looking like a two-track at some point, and/or just a grassed trail, so that access can get, be had to the end of the Fishway.
Also, because I live in that area and I've been walking that trail for the last 10 years, and this is just like something for engineering to look into. Whenever we have a heavy rain, that happens like maybe every 2-3 years, that whole area floods. When I mean flood, I mean you can't even walk. So a lot of these trees that they planted, most of them, they're gonna die, or, I don't know what else that could be done. I mean, are you aware that this is an area floods badly when it rains?
Yes, yes. I mean, yeah, there's wetlands back in the area. I mean, it's part of the reason it's, or probably the primary reason it's part of the park system is that it's just really not developable. So, yeah, I mean, there'll be natural die-off, but the intent is, you know, the species that were chosen are good in terms of, you know, getting their feet wet or having their feet wet for a part of the time. You know, there will be some natural die-off, but over time, it'll naturalize and it, you know, basically we're planting the trees that, and the plants that were there already, so over time, it'll.
Okay, one more question, and I don't mean to put you on the spot. When you park it on Diamos, and a lot of the bikers take that pathway down to the trail, there's a lot of broken asphalt pieces there. And I'm also asked, when are they gonna repair that? Now, you're telling me they're gonna start working. I'm assuming they're gonna have another round of heavy equipment being moved there, right?
Correct.
So that I don't see this being done this year then.
The Gateway Trail, the asphalt through that won't be repaired this season.
Okay.
But before they move out, I mean, that will be restored to what it was prior to the project.
Okay, thank you.
Welcome.
Thank you. Any other, anything else under such other matter? If not, next item, please.
Public comments?
Anyone from the public wishing to address this committee? Nobody's moving. Anyone from the public? Hey, no one. So next item.
Item G, adjournment.
Move to adjourn.
Okay. Thank you, everyone.
Good job, Madam Chair.
Good job. Long-
Oh, okay. I was trying to get the photo. I was asking Julian if he could hand it to me. I got it now. I just scoot back. Sure. I don't like to speak too. I don't like to speak
You're talking about the public service? Because the economic development, we meet 10. Oh, okay, yeah. Depend on what